What you're about to see is a video I originally uploaded to another YouTube channel in 2012. I'm gonna play that video right now, and when it's done, we're gonna have a talk about it. Well, so what do you think? What you're about to see is a video I originally uploaded to another YouTube channel in 2010. Based on views and engagement in the comments section, that was my most organically successful video on YouTube ever. Meaning it wasn't done as a paid advertisement that was pushed to thousands of people or done for another channel that was already getting more views than I do. It got those views on its own because that's how great it is. Around 5,000 views before I deleted it in a moment of total disgust because I was also making videos, mostly animations, that I thought were good. I viewed them as my life's work, but they would only get a few views. So has YouTube changed since then?
Probably.
Will this video get high watch stats during the classic fan footage and drop off as soon as I start talking?
Maybe.
Unless I have a stash of previously unseen light socket fans to show off for 2021.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's not the same situation it was 8 years ago. This isn't an item that's for sale anymore, which, by the way, it did sell right away, but for years people kept asking to buy it, like a light socket fan that was made in Taiwan with some kind of rare collectible. So maybe it got shared as a purchasable thing and that drove its views, but really, this video is about situations where you can spend a lot of energy on something and have it get a meh response. And no energy on something and it gets a yeah response. What's the deal with that? Like, what's the deal with that? Am I right? What's wrong with people? It's like, why try so hard learning all this stuff and trying to maintain a quality brand when you can just put cheap stuff out there for people to go bones over? Hold on a second. You know who knows a thing or two about bones? Chad to the Bone. Let's go drop in for a visit.
Chad to the bone. Chad to the bone.
Hey Chad to the Bone, your #1 video on YouTube is Woolmanic's Wacky Waving Inflatable Tube Man at 42,000 views. How do you feel about that?
I feel like that's kind of tragic because I put zero work into it. It was thoughtless, and I put a lot of work into a lot of other videos that get zero attention. I thought my Joe Jack Talcum Punk Rock Girl was up on the top 3.
Side note, I didn't do my due diligence when researching this stuff. I skipped over Chad Bone 2's #2 most viewed #2 video, Joe Jack Talcum Punk Rock Girl, at 23,000 views. I have no idea who this Mr. Talcum Powder is, but non-famous people don't have names like that, so we'll just assume that that video is getting views because of celebrity exploitation. or making things from things that are already popular. Your third place video is dropped her keys in a storm drain at 15,000 views. Why do you think videos like this are so popular?
I think it's because people react to other people's misfortune, and the title was clickbait.
Are these videos still churning out views, or are they from a time when YouTube was a simpler place?
Oh, they're still churning out views. Every time I post a new video, it's only a matter of hours before those top videos have outranked it already.
So it's kind of like a thing where you're putting a lot of effort into certain videos,
Yeah.
and you like them to do well, and then these videos you effortlessly do are doing very well, and it's kind of like you want your brand to be represented by something you put a lot of work into, and instead this thing you just put out there is really popular.
Yeah.
Do you like getting the views? Are you like, well, at least something's hitting and maybe that'll lead to other views, or do you just resent it?
Oh, no way.
Oh my God, you got it.
For the longest time, I resented the views because I put such little effort into those videos. But instead of deleting them, I put a little link at the end, hoping that the videos that I worked on would get more attention.
Wow. Chad, that was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
In making videos that do really well, does that change the way you make other videos where you're thinking, I want this video to do well, maybe it needs some of that wacky waving inflatable simplicity to it?
I do consider clickbait titles now.
Yeah, she dropped her keys in the storm drain. It seems very on point with mid-2000s clickbait.
Yeah.
It's very, that could be like a 1 million view video. Well, thanks. See you later.
See ya.
So yeah, those videos from YouTube's simpler days still get views. So then does production value and cameras even matter? I recorded my video on a Panasonic HDC HS700 from 2010. It was the first dedicated video camera I ever owned, and I have it with me right now. It's capable of doing 60 progressive frames per second, but it has a confusing array of menu options that led to me recording in 30 FPS interlaced most of the time. Instead of logical options for bitrate and frame rate, it features modes like HA, HG, HX, and HE. The manual never defines what those stand for, by the way. A separate button is dedicated to 60 FPS, and there's a sequestered cinema menu option for 24 frames per second that also boosts the color, which is the exact opposite way cinema cameras work. So I guess the lesson is to not overcomplicate things. The goal is to be a video making machine that can meet a deadline, which right now is a video every week. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, which is a weird saying, by the way. Spit it out, man. But I also don't want to be safe and boring. By the way, I'm recording this shot on that old Panasonic, and my 3/4 cam is the iPhone for comparison. So why am I being analytical about views? 'Cause I'm at that point where I'm looking for what viewers are looking for. When I started, I was just trying to figure out things and establish the voice of the channel. So the first 6 months were phase 1. Start the channel, make watchable videos, and don't quit. For the next year and a half, I will be in phase 2, still trying new things because nothing I've done has rivaled the success of that light socket fan video, but also trying to refine how I do things. The goal is to be making money by 2022, which is the 2-year anniversary of when I started recording these videos, and then focus on my niche, or however you may choose to pronounce that, or move on to another career path if this one doesn't work. I need 1,000 subscribers total and 4,000 watch hours in a year to start making money off of videos. That's why YouTubers are always asking you to subscribe all the time, because they're desperately trying to survive. If father doesn't make a video that does well, little Timmy doesn't get to eat that week. So rather than look down on doing simple videos, I will do them with my own whatever I do and do them my own way, and take that as a challenge to make a good video. Do I want to restart that take? Nah, let's just go with it. The whole balance with being clickbaity is that you need to deliver the bait. If you take it away, people will just leave and write off the whole channel as some kind of sad brand cheap scam. And on that note,